It will try and... Technically, it does. However, that is only a 15 to hit.
No.
Like the water is displaced as these huge snapping jaws snap around you, but you manage to pull yourself away. But after you finish its go, the turtle turns on the only target that is still within bite that it doesn't have to swim with, which is Lucius, who is just in the water, kind of doggy paddling to keep himself above the water. And yeah, it will swipe you with its claws and try and bite you, Lucius.
Well, I've got a huge AC, so probably not.
I need
Did
to
you
work
just roll
this
like a
out,
nat
'cause-
20?
No, it's not a nat 20, but I want to work out what this total is. 32. I know that
Great.
hits.
Just
I'm not going to
scrape
ask. 17.
Yeah.
25. I miss Ayla. I miss the one who can actually take these hits, but poor paper Lucius.
I've got
Okay.
16 HP.
Oh,
Do you really?
I-
Okay.
Shit, though.
I'll work these attacks out in order then. Bite. Down. 34 points of piercing damage as chomp. Just you feel your like body crushed in its jaws, and it just, as soon as you go lifeless, it kind of just throws your body out of its mouth, and then it will swim towards Sentry and Ayla. And so I will make the attacks against Sentry and Ayla, as it wouldn't keep attacking you. It's just like, oh, that's dead. Swim. Sentry
Dead now.
Oh, good.
pings against your shield as it desperately tries to swipe at you. Ayla, that's going to be 18.
no.
You manage to swim, kind of dodging to the side of these giant claws as you see Lucius's body just
I've got to
floating
do an injury check
at the
now,
top.
haven't I?
You
Yep.
do. That would be a DC of 15, 16.
8.
Con save.
Let's
Well,
get
yeah, I
gruesome
guess
faces.
even with your bonus, you're not going to be able to get enough. Right, D20, please, Lucius.
Oh, what kind of injury are you getting?
2.
Oh, it's a 2. Oh, that's really bad.
Boy.
That's an awful injury. I think it's like one of the. I mean,
It's like awful.
it's low.
Is this a missing
So I
limb?
have updated
Oh my
too.
God.
Some people, like, if people are basing it on old sessions, people are like, oh, it's an eye. It's not. I've adjusted the thing. Lucius, you don't know what's happening. You're unconscious, but we see, the audience is we see that the bite that kind of crushed your chest, one of the teeth pierced into your chest, and one of your lungs is pierced, and just the blood and air is sucking out of it. One of the creature's lungs or similar organ has been pierced or badly damaged. The creature finds it difficult to breathe if it needs air, and at the start of the turn they begin to choke. To heal this injury requires the fluids to be drained, which requires a medicine check, or the heal greater injury spell. You do have that, but you can only cast it as a ritual, right?
I mean, it's also underwater.
He is also underwater.
Where
Yes.
there's
Start
loads of
choking.
fluids. It's all the fluids.
The airship is now 200 feet. In 12 more seconds, it will be on you as it continues to sail down. Greylano appears from below decks, and I'm going to be. This is where the DM giveth and the DM taketh away. Lucius's body won't go through the portal on its own. Somebody will need to either go through the portal your end and grab him, or hit somebody in the water. Will put, because it's a two-way portal, Kim. Like, you can just drag
it's a
him
two-way
through.
portal,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's a
Let's
two-way
think
portal.
in
Yeah,
portals.
exactly.
I'm
Thinking
going
with
to create
balls.
it next to Lucius. I'm going to create it next to Lucius so that it's angled so that Sentry and Ayla can swim towards it and go through it, but also so that someone can reach through and grab him. And I'm going to shout at the crew, "Grab Lucius's body now!" Like, just that's what I'm going to do.
the play. So that's what
That's
you
thinking
do,
of
and you
portals.
see
That's thinking of portals.
Kamara, who's on deck with her crew, looks over, sees through the portal, hears what you've said. The rest of you keep firing in that turtle. I've got the captain. Runs through, dives like half her body through the portal, wraps her furry arms, and then pulls him back. the water kind of splashes over as she pulls Lucius's body onto the ship. But Kamara's experienced enough. She's just like, this isn't... something's wrong. His chest... This injury is really bad. As she calls out for everybody else. The rest of the... You will need to make a medicine check to try and patch him up, like surgery patch him up.
I will call Greylana over to do that. Do I want to bring him back from unconsciousness to this horror? Oh,
I mean, make it so
I know. You tell me, Quill.
Throws.
Quill, your choice. It's your call.
I guess it's better than dying. I will heal him with a second level cure wounds.
Okay.
So 2d8 plus 5, you get healed for 11.
This is no better than dying.
You can barely... Lucius, you can barely
saying
speak.
shit.
Like, you have no oxygen in your system. You are choking, like suffocating to death. Where is it?
So you survive for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier.
What's your con modifier, Lucius?
It is 1.
Okay, so you have one round. You're like... where was that, by the way?
You go to 0.
Where did you find... Yep.
Oh, where did you find that? And then D&D, it was like the top link.
Oh, really?
But yeah, then at the start of your turn, at the start of next turn, you're at 0 HP again.
Oh,
Sweet
just pain
release.
than death, then pain than death. Just can't
Welcome
end
to my
the
life.
cycle.
Wait, is
Hey,
that
it's
another
me,
greater
Will.
injury as I go under? Or not?
Oh, well, no. Here's the thing. If you go to 0 again from the suffocation, you can't regain hit points or be stabilized until you can breathe again. Yeah. So, back on the deck of the ship, Lucius, yeah, you are conscious, but you reach the whatever breath you still had left that you managed to suck in, it's already gone. And you can feel your vision turning black. You can see the cradle above you beginning to glow brighter. You can almost feel your kind of like your life fading, flashing before your very eyes.
You guys,
Is there anything you want to say or do?
I can't say shit. I'm just, you can see the panic in my eyes.
It's just
and I'm trying to
panicking.
lock on to whoever's looking over at me.
It'll be me, Nova.
Yeah, I look at Nova, but my eyes are kind of looking past you, almost.
Ayla, Greylano rushes to Lucius and will basically examine with a quick glance. She just looks, it's just like, his lung, I need to, Quill, hold, she is grabbing things from like her pouches. You can see that she's going to try and basically drain the fluid out of his body to give him like a way to breathe, at least temporarily. She has to make a medicine check. She does not have advantage on this. This is complex surgery. That is going to be... So you see that she's like struggling to make this function. She's just like, there's too much of the blood, and she's just struggling to get this kind of system in place as she does so.
This is amazing.
Can I ready?
He loves it. He
ready
loves
my
it.
action. I want to
Yeah.
ready my action so that as soon as Ayla is through the gate, I start
Yeah.
ritual casting. I don't care anyone else is helping. I'm going to start casting it as fast as I can.
Yeah,
and the
it's
whole
10 minutes,
time
but yeah,
I'm
you
just
can begin the
holding.
process.
I'm just holding Lucius's hand and just like, stay with me, Lucius. Stay with me, buddy. Like, just you're not going yet.
Can I say
Sentry.
slightly?
Go on.
Because I obviously
Yeah.
wasn't doing much apart from
No, yeah,
looking
sure.
around. Can I reach my hand out to Nova's staff that she's got stowed away?
Nova's
The
staff
spear.
or the spear?
The sphere.
Tiangong. The Tiangong charge, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can you're like weakly trying to reach for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and cast mending on that while I'm dying.
Oh, fuck off, you are! Cast it on your own fucking lung, you prick!
Just your fingers, Lucius. You just barely managed to get a finger on the staff, on the spear haft, and just with that last, just before your vision goes completely black, that last ounce, the colors of the sky, the blue sky above, seem to just get brighter and brighter. And you just fill that crack with a sky blue magic that fuses in place, leaving this very visible, different coloured blue through the haft. Sorry, Ayla, yeah, it would be your go, because you're actually before Nova, which makes... Yeah.
So I can start ritual casting. I'll start ritual casting.
You can, but it's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes, yes.
But
Ayla, what would you like to do?
10
Sorry,
minutes.
it's my go.
Can I disengage and swim?
Yes.
I've got 45 movement through this portal. Thank you.
Yes, you do.
I'm on the ship!
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Greylano or Nova, what can we do to help? Can we assist him to breathe? Can we help?
Yes, I need someone with hands. I need someone with hands. You need to hold this, and she's just like she's got like part of his organ, like his lung, and you need to put pressure onto it. That's what she couldn't ask you to do it. She needs someone with 2 hands. Quill.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you'll basically give Greylano advantage. You're taking the help action on your next turn. But you need to wait for the next turn. Okay.
Okay.
Quill.
So I'll try and help those.
So yeah, I mean, if like
Do the same
Ayla is
thing.
pushing me back and Greylano is literally saying that I can't do anything to help, I will say, Esper, give me your wings. I need your knowledge. Give me a way to help Lucius. Bring him back to us, and I want to cast Divine Intervention.
Go for it, buddy. So what's
Now,
this? You need a...
I have a 10% chance. I need to roll lower than a 10 on a D100. I guess 10 or lower.
10 or lower on a D100.
I mean, please.
Oh my God.
It's a
This
gamble.
is a Rhiannon
but
roll
it's
if ever
worth
there
trying.
was one. Lowest possible.
Okay, you ready? And D100. Oh, 24.
Oh!
As the prayer leaves you, and you're already racked with pain from your own face, Quill. The pain is almost put out of your mind as you focus and you feel this prayer, and you can feel Hesper wants to help. You can feel that there is this desire to send you the power to fix this. But his power is so weak, his power is so divided that it just isn't enough. He can't, as much as he wants to give you that power to do it, something else is preventing.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's worth a try. It's worth a try.
Lucius, Virion, Eloin, Asno, you pass out. You are dropped to 0 hit points as you no longer have any breath in your body. And the rest of you watch as his eyes roll back, and he is on the verge of dying. And there is still a chance to save him, but
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any way that we can, like... I don't know if we're assisting him to breathe. If we were giving him, like, mouth to mouth or something, would that keep him
you
going?
can try.
Or
Yeah, you
can I try that as well?
Sure. You're going to need to make... I don't know if Ayla knows how to do it at best. It's going to be a medicine check.
No, she doesn't know very well, but she could ask
No, but you can
Greylano,
try.
hopefully.
Well, yeah, Greylana can kind of, like, instruct you, but it's still a medicine check.
Oh no, that's only a 9.
You're like putting, there's people are yelling. You can hear Aerois, Kamara, the Wolfpack, Faith is screaming somewhere in the background. Howard trying to push through, and everyone's trying to see what's going on. You kind of reach down. You kind of just try and breathe, air into Lucius's mouth. Doesn't match. You can feel his skin beginning to go a bit clammy and cold from the water, but just. Whatever you're doing, it's not right. Greylano is trying to instruct you, but she's also trying to do her own thing, as you all desperately try and surround Lucius. Nova.
A willing creature and object can be hidden away, safe from detection for the duration. When the spell touches the target, it becomes invisible and can't be targeted by divination spells or perceived through scrying sentries. So it's kind of shit.
Is that all it says?
Yeah. I wouldn't
It's
be able to heal them.
It also says that they fall into a state of suspended animation, time ceases to flow, and it doesn't grow older. So, I mean, that's good. They're invisible and hidden away from all divination. That's bad. I mean, for the time being, just in case, Sentry just brought it back. I'm going to go with a held action, I suppose. The moment he falls again, I'll bring him back, and then I'll just keep burning spell slots turn by turn by turn to bring him back to this living hell that he is currently living in.
So what this is going to come down to, we're going to drop out of initiative because it's going to basically all go in the same order. Lucius starts his turn, which means he doesn't make a death saving throw. The round ends and then he drops back to 0 because he runs out of air. Basically, at the start of his next turn, he'll go to 0 hit points because it's not like damage. It's just he immediately drops.
He's like gasping awake, and he's like.
No, but it's like, yeah, he's slipping in and out of consciousness. Greylano will have to make a medicine check every single round to prevent, give him air back. Otherwise, this doesn't work. So it depends on Greylano. If Greylano fucks this up too many times, he's gonna die.
With the lay on hands from Rian, from Sentry, and the breath,
the air
from Greylano, I will say, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. That's what I'll say.
Oh.
Okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
That's not cool. Yeah. It's not cool. Not okay.
You hear... Well, I think from Lucius's perspective, you would see all of these, in those brief moments of consciousness. It's, you are literally looking up at all of these friends' faces looking down at you, and you can hear people calling out Lucius, Captain, blah, blah, blah. I think you would see those little flickers of your mother and father amongst them as you slip in and out of consciousness. Yep. Okay. Yes, this is 12 seconds have gone by. That's Greylano fails on that one, even with advantage. So this time, Lucius, you're going to need to make a death saving throw, and no amount of healing will help here.
Okay. Oh.
It's a failure. Greylano attempts the second one. She fails again. Can you make another death saving throw for me, please, Lucius?
Yes. 2.
That was so close.
What about the water breathing scroll you've got? Would that help? Because he's drowning, right?
It's not just drowning. He has no oxygen in his body. He's suffocating. It's not just water breathing.
Why are there so many rolls going on? What's happening?
Well, it's Greylano. Greylano's trying to do the medicine. Greylano manages to succeed. So Greylano succeeds on the next check. Quill, do you have a spell slot to heal?
I'm sequestering him until the moment Nova can cast the spell. I have to. It's a spell that we were saving for Vala, right? For something like this. Something extremely important, and I can't think of anything more important right now than bringing back Lucius.
It's a scroll. It doesn't require the thing. Okay, so Quill, you unfurl the scroll as Greylano is struggling. You can see, she's like, I'm losing. I don't know how long I can keep this up. I don't know if I can keep this going for as long as we need. You pull out the scroll.
I have to. Time will cease to flow for him. He will go invisible. I'll explain that to everyone.
You read the scroll, Quill, and you watch as Lucius's body just becomes still, and you see it slowly fade from sight, just becoming invisible to the world. You can, Quillic, specify a condition for the spell to end early.
I guess. I mean, that condition would be when Nova is ready to immediately cast Greater Restoration, right? Not Greater Restoration, Heal Greater Injury.
Heal Greater Injury, yeah.
So I don't know if I need a time or whatever, or just
no. So everybody kind of stands back in awe as, this kind of shimmery, pearlescent energy washes over Lucius. Quillic, when you finish the scroll, sigils that appear around Lucius's body, and the spectral flowers that are conjured, almost putting him on a bed of flowers, reminds you of Queen Astoria's magic. The same effects would happen whenever she would conjure spells. This scroll, you think she penned it. You think this was her scroll, saved something, for a reason. But yeah, Lucius's body goes still. The blood stops pumping. Greylana is just kind of holds her hands back, looks at Quill, and everybody waits in stunned silence. And after 10 minutes, Nova, you feel the power of Tiangong kind of form through your body, and you can feel a kind of different type of magic. Not magic to cause harm, but instead a magic to repair, to fix, to make whole again. And as you reach out, Quill, without even waiting, as Nova begins to reach her hands towards the invisible where Lucius's body was, his body reappears, the flowers begin to wilt and blow away as if on a gentle breeze. Lucius, you see his skin kind of, not his heart beats once, but then you can see the effects of the spell already now worn off. His body is deteriorating, dying, as Nova grabs him, touches him, and this blue magic washes through his body, surging through his veins, as you see the chest begin to fill back up, as if regenerating skin and bone. The hole in his lung knits back together until leaving a very heavy, dense scar all over Lucius's chest, around his rib cage. But he is made whole, and Lucius, you feel your eyes flutter open and air finally fill all of your lungs.
I think I just fall to the floor from that happening.
You're already on the floor, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd fall further into the floor. I think it'll take a moment for me to shake off what the hell is happening and has happened.
A big cheer erupts from the crew. Everyone just... Yeah! Aerois is still flying the ship away as fast as she can. But yeah, Lucius is saved. At the cost of a scroll that you kept. Good job you didn't sell it.
Thank God we kept it.
I was talking about selling it for the longest time.
Good thing I learned heal greater injury.
More.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, well, that too. That too.
Oh, Kim's setting me off.
Sorry, I just... yeah, sorry. It just kind of touched a bit of a nerve with me. So.
Yeah. With the crack through the spear, it still is there, by the way, the light blue kind of fill. Can't remember what the name of it is, the Japanese technique of like when they use gold to repair broken porcelain.
Oh, yeah.
It's that effect on the spear. But Lucius, you suck in a breath, fresh, open air. Reminds you of home. Air from above in the sky.
For a moment, I think I've moved on past into the cradle. Because it's just an overwhelming feeling of suddenly everything's fine again. All good, but then I see that I'm still on the airship. I kind of wipe my eyes a little bit. What happened? Are you all safe?
Nova and Quill did an amazing job, and Greylano, and you're here. Jeez.
It was very, very close. But you're back. You're on the airship. We're getting away. We're safe. You're safe.
I look at
That's all that matters.
Scar on the chest. How? How did you do this?
We used the sequester scroll, which you guys always told me it would serve a good purpose, and that was as good as any.
So hey, your life's worth more than 8k. You're welcome.
That's a lot.
I think like a few people kind of glare in Ayla's direction of like, what?
She doesn't know what to say.
I know she doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Go on, Nova.
Nova would just be kneeling by Lucius with her hands kind of just bloodied, like blood all over her, from kind of touching the puncture wound to try and heal it. And she's just speechless and shaking, like just, now that it's done and she doesn't have to focus and control, she's just racked with shakes and just staring at Lucius, just not knowing what to say.
Well, you hear a voice kind of echo from the weapon at your side. You just hear a relax, safe, fixed.
Lucius will put his hand on Nova's to stop the shaking, and he'll say in a different tone, calmer tone, "It's okay. Thank you so much."
I think
I can't believe. Yeah.
That's right. Like when Lucius like wakes up, I think Sentry would like gently sort of place a hand on his shoulder, just like give him a gentle tap, and then sort of turn and watch as like the petals are like blowing off the ship. Like she just watched those just gently blowing away.
Yeah. They were petals as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All the wolf
right
pack
now.
is just like, yeah, woo! Like everyone's cheering. Howard's just like, oh, thank goodness! I'm so glad the captain's all right. Oh, are you okay, Captain? Greylano's trying to be professional. She's like wiping her eyes, like obviously in tears, and kind of wiping her hands on a few cloths. And she's just like, now I know that we have used magic to fix the captain, but we should still give him a chance to rest and recover. I don't know how this ritual spell will have any wider effects. We should let him get his rest. Nobody crowd him. Faith kind of pushes through the crowd and wraps a little kind of wolfy face and kind of buries it into Lucius's shoulders.
Hello?
Oh, you're okay. And she's just kind of like crying. You can see Kamara's like stood a little bit behind everybody with her arms folded, and then she kind of turns away, and Quill, with your perception, you see her like wiping her eyes and sniffling, and you got her, but she's just like, well, of course, he better be all right. We need someone to pay us.
Right. Yes, I'll get on that. Sorry, it's delayed. Can someone please...
I suppose I can give you a bit of time. I suppose I should let you rest.
Thank you. Can someone help Quill?
Yeah, and the rest of
face.
you who haven't seen him, his face is very much badly burnt.
I mean, I feel like in watching Lucius, like for all that time, there was searing pain, but it was just like it was long lost. The physical pain of that was nothing compared to the emotional pain of losing his best friend.
Oh.
Well, yeah, and it's also adrenaline and everything else. Yeah, 100%. But
And
you
the
do, Quill, you are starting
sails
to feel
on.
it. The ship sails on.
Now I'm starting to feel it.
Ayla, can you, if you can help Captain Lucius down into the medbay and Sentry, if you can bring Quillic. I don't think I have the strength to carry either of them.
Yeah, I'll
no
pick up Lucius and carry him down.
Yeah, just kind of scoop him
I'll
up.
help Quill.
Yeah. Greylana will look over and like, Nova, if you want to come, you should come.
Yeah, she's just gonna nod her head and just.
Sure.
I think at this point, Nova's just actually holding on to Lucius, just like she can't even let go. She only just registers like she's just holding his arm or like his hand and just can't let go.
Yeah, that's fine. I think Ayla would walk with you so you can keep doing that. But yeah, you guys make your way down. Lucius, considering that the heal greater injury ritual will basically repair the injury, things like low hit points, you are still on 1 hit point. You are still tired, you feel exhausted, but you are alive at least, and you can breathe. But Greylano will have you rest, and will keep a close eye on you. And I think that I believe all of you should take a very well-deserved long rest.
Oh,
Yes, please.
damn.
I can't believe that I only just learnt heal greater injury.
I
what
know.
timing, and then 2 have to use it immediately. So I'm immediately out of all the materials that I need. I only bought enough materials for 1 cost, and I was like, "Hey, it'll be good for like the Storm Valley, like blah blah blah." And it's like, no, dragon turtle frogs, like
dude. That
rip.
Just that 2 on the injury check, like that was I wasn't expecting. Like when you rolled that 2, I was like, oh, that's bad. But look, you guys got through it. You got through it okay. You know, even when things went bad with bad rolls and bad saves, you still did good.
We did it. We did it.
I would have died.
We did it.
by the way. I rolled my 3rd death save.
Yep.
Really?
You would have done. Shit.
Oh.
Did we?
Thank you. And that is where we will end today's episode of High Rollers.
All you have done, I know. That's some powerful shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
God dang.
What an episode. Holy crap.
Oh, that was exhausting as well.
Good job.